Hello, and thank you for joining us this week at Quinta Vale das Pedras. This week, we're tackling the very thing that gave this place its name, the stones. The rocks we cleared while building the stone walls have been piling up, and when you stand in front of them, it can feel a little overwhelming. But I suppose that's exactly why it's called Quinta Vale das Pedras. Art takes it one pile at a time, focused, methodical, and of course, celebrating in his own way whenever a section is finally conquered. And when we decide to take a break from the rocks, we shift gears and knock out a few smaller projects around the property. Progress here doesn't always happen all at once. Sometimes it's one stone at a time.
Good morning. This is the next day. We are here to, I think we talked about this, try to tackle the stones that kind of got unearthed when we were doing the stone walls. I think this is a really great example of where you try not to get overwhelmed and just kind of look at the specific project that you're working on. And in this case, I'm really trying to focus just on this little pile. We'll pan around and show you exactly the area that we're trying to clean up. There's a little bit of a rush because now that the sun's out, things are going to start growing and the earth is going to start drying out. It's already drying out, and the rocks get stuck. So I'm not really sure how big of a span that you can see, but there's some pretty large rocks and small ones. And the plan is just to kind of go around this area, gather the rocks, and then we'll do the wheelbarrow afterwards. Otherwise, we'll just be tired, moving even just one pile and moving it where we have to go. So with that, I think we just start to work on our project.
Yeah, I'm also here today with Scruffy. You might hear this French bulldog breathing noise. We very like to have him around, but we cannot cancel that noise. So bear with us if you hear this all the time. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back in the garage in the annex, and we'll be back to help out.
Okay, yeah, we need that extra muscle. So enjoy this bit of project. And I don't need to get all the rocks. I mean, most of the rocks, yes, but the bush cutter has an adjustable mower, so it can go all the way up to 12 centimeters. Yeah, 12 centimeters. So something with this, like this, will do all the rocks. I'll start the mower up to maybe 12 centimeters or maybe 10 centimeters and go over as much as I can. And then each time I mow, I lower the mower 1 centimeter. And then obviously if we hit a rock, this mower is a bush cutter, so it can withstand hitting a little bit of the rocks, and then I know where the rocks are and I pull them up.
So what do you want to do? You want to make piles of rocks?
Yeah, so if you wanted to start like over here,
yeah,
or over here.
Actually, those are perfect for walls.
Yeah, we'll just put it here, and then,
okay.
I mean, do what you want, but I'm starting here.
Okay.
I was thinking we could kind of do this and then move in to the point.
Okay, let me start with the small ones.
What I was saying to them is, like, we don't have to get the real small ones, but I mean, anything that you think the mower is going to hit, or whatever, pick up whichever you want. We should have 2 of these enchadas because it's really helpful. You see, like this?
Yeah.
And then you pick it up.
Oh wow, they're quite big.
Hey, we're now at a different project just to take a break from the rocks. This is actually our next door neighbor's property, but the fence is falling down and we're finding that dogs are jumping over the fence and getting into our property. Sorry, that's just a truck delivering some gravel and sand for the wall. So we're just gonna be neighborly and put the fence right. The neighbor here, I think, only visits once a year. We haven't seen him.
No, I mean, what we know is that he's a foreigner and he married a Portuguese lady. No, a foreigner lady married a Portuguese guy, and then she died. She wanted to do a project, and I think he lost interest. So this property has been neglected for more than 20 years. This might be our next.
No. Anyway, we're gonna finish this off, tie these with just these plastic ties, and then I'm gonna go to a store and get metal, hopefully green, and then retie it and secure it more. We see that there's a post over here, if you want to show it, that broke, so we're going to pound in a wooden pallet or a wooden pole and tie it together. That should secure it.
Beautiful. And our neighbor across the street has this beautiful reservoir. Making things better, even though if it's not yours, if you see something that is about to be broken, just try to fix it if you can.
Well, especially because we don't know who the owners are. We haven't seen them. But anyway, Adrian had a really great idea. I was thinking just pounding a metal post to brace it, but he thought, or he remembered, that we have metal pipes here. So we're going to try to insert it through here, take this pole off, slide it down, so it should be braced or strong enough to hold the fence. Do you need help? Do you need help?
I think it's better to cut this.
No, how if I just do it?
It doesn't cut.
No, because you need it, babe.
It doesn't give me the space to put the thing in.
Okay, so we've removed the post. Now what I'm hoping, this one's the tallest, so let me...
I think you should put the tallest. Can you put the tallest inside of the thick one?
Well, I was thinking so that it... Hold on. Ooh. So that's...
It's concrete.
No. It's all dirt, I think. But you're thinking... yeah, I could put the...
But should not go like this?
No, because we're going to slip this through.
So first the thick one.
Let's see if we can do it.
Maybe we can get some of their cement.
Yeah, but it's not, let me see if...
No good in practice. I think we should put the cement on it.
You can't do it. It doesn't matter, babe. It's
Why?
Steep.
Huh?
No. Maybe they already poured it in cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already cement.
Yeah, but you think if you put the thing and a little cement will not attach?
No.
Why?
I think just get a wood pole here.
Okay.
Hello. We are trying to find other projects of it. We're working on other projects other than just picking up the rocks. Around afternoon, or by noon, it was getting pretty hot, even though it's still February, picking up those rocks. So I think in this video you're going to see us do multiple projects. And I just saw this our rose here. My mom and I picked this out last year, and I think it's a David Austin type of English rose. Only grows about 1 meter. I think it's called Grace, but I'm not all that sure. but I used our trusty ChatGPT to ask about how to prune. I'm always afraid to prune too much. So my guide says that this is still establishing, which it is, and I should keep about 4 or 5 main stems, kind of clear out the middle part, and just the small pencil, the thin ones, we should prune, and if they're crossing over, actually very similar to pruning olive trees, so you kind of clear the center out. So I'm gonna try to do this without my glasses, and what I hate is cutting once and there's growth, you know, but I'm gonna try my best.
It's nice and warm now.
Yeah.
What did they say? In the end of February, March?
Well, for this area, it should be now. And cut off the dark wood, the dead wood. So I'm doing that as well.
I'm gonna get the manure.
Oh yeah, it also says, because the AI saw the soil and it seems to be alkaline, so we need to dig about 2 to 3 centimeters around the base and put aged manure, which we have a ton of in what we call the greenhouse. So Ito is going to pick that up. I know I shouldn't be cutting some, or I should be cutting some of these that are crossing over, but they look so pretty. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll. I really don't like doing that.
Make the hole.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but you know what? I just feel like roses should grow kind of naturally, you know? But it's not looking all that great now, but they say by April it should fill out, so I think it looks pretty good now. I hope. We'll see. Hey, we're still doing the rocks. It's coming along. We've been kind of discussing, you know, when do you stop and when is it good enough for now? And because we're not really familiar with how to prepare the land for crops or for what we're growing, I think we're thinking maybe lavender here and selling it to a distributor or to a distiller. But there's so many small rocks.
Yes.
So Aitor has suggested, and I think it's the best idea, is just to focus on the large and medium size ones that are going to stop the bush cutter from mowing. And then when we want to do something with the land, we find somebody with the equipment. What we're finding is in the United States, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of innovation in terms of, you know, the rock pickers when you just scrape the land. We don't find it here in Europe, or maybe we're looking at the wrong place.
Yeah, I mean, it might exist. We just haven't come across to the option. We asked around, and people say like they have something that they can scrape, but I think what Art wants to say is like there's a machine that scrapes and keeps the rocks,
Picks up the rocks, yeah, and then dump it whenever.
And dumps somewhere that you want. But here,
is this a new look with the mic?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's easier to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it captures the. I mean, we see afterwards, but I'm finding also like very interesting rocks, maybe crystals or stuff. I found I'm putting the crystals on my pocket.
Yeah, I think the good thing is that the land used to be owned by this farmer that's still, I think he's 80 years old.
Yeah.
Modesto, and he used to own all this property, and this area used to be a cherry orchard, and that was when cherries grew well in this part of Portugal. Apparently they don't anymore. They do grow north of here, but that's kind of interesting in terms of how things are changing. But I was hoping we'd find at least one cherry tree alive on our property. We haven't yet. But anyway, he used to own all these hills, and then he parceled it out. But he's still alive. He's over there. He has a small lot, but
it's still big.
Still big, but it's a lot over there. So I think that we might ask him to take a look and see if he has tools that he can, or maybe he can suggest what we need to do to take these rocks out. My concern is you scrape it again and then you lift up more rocks.
Yeah, there's the possibility.
One idea that I had was let's just take out as much as we want. We need to level an area down here near the slope and maybe just buy dirt and put it on top. But we'll see. Stay tuned.